What was it that got you into prison?
I ended up, they took me to trial 4 times. Giuliani tried me on a big case. I beat all 4 cases.
Wow.
And they were coming after me on the gas business, and my partner was turning informant. He got locked up on another case. They pulled him out. We had a compound in Panama, and we were actually paying Noriega for stuff.
Wow.
And so when he went on trial for some other deal that he had, and halfway through the trial, he says to me, "I'm not going to jail." He says, "We got a compound. I'll run everything from there." So he leaves. He goes to Panama because at that time there was no extradition between Panama and the United States.
Huh.
But you know what the feds did? They went in there in the middle of the night and they kidnapped him and brought him back to Florida.
Wow.
Put him on a plane, broke the door down in his house, pulled him out, put him on a plane, brought him to Florida. As soon as he got there, he started flipping on me.
Huh.
So I knew I'd have a problem with the gas case. So after I beat Giuliani's case, I had leverage with the government because they wanted a conviction. So I made a deal. I got a 10-year sentence. I had a $20 million restitution. I had to give up the plane, the helicopter, and I went and did my time. But
What year was that?
that was I took the plea in 85.
Oh.
And I did 8 years on the 10, which was maximum. But I just knew that the life was in trouble.
Huh.
I said, forget it. I get convicted here on something, they're going to give me 100 years. I'm dead. So I had a shot to do it, and I said, let me take my chance. I'd rather do a couple of years in jail and come out and at least have a life. And I was still a young guy, at that point. So.
Do you remember the hit? What was the hit that when he took over, when Gotti took over, and Tom?
Paulie Castellano?
Yeah,
Yeah, Sparks, yeah.
You knew what happened when that
Yeah,
happened. You knew
we
what
all
went down when that happened.
We all knew it, yeah. We all knew it. Yeah, when things like that, the word circulates quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do families have fights? Like, say, the Gambino family and the Lucchese, do they ever have wars with each other? No.
That stuff ended back in the 30s and the 40s.
Yeah.
Whenever
No more
there's a
fighting
war,
with each other, right?
no, it's always a civil war. It's always within the family.
Huh.
Power usually, who's going to be the boss. And
Never against another family.
No,
anymore.
never with another family, at least not in the last 50, 60 years. But we were a pretty rough family in that regard. We were always killing each other, always.
Huh.
Did
Over.
something happen like this? Say I'm a Lucchese, you're a Gambino, right? And we're in family, we're cousins. We're cousins. And you have a problem with a guy. And so, and I'm mad because you're mad at somebody. So can your cousin kill him?
Yeah.
That happened before?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I figured that, yeah. I'm sure that would happen. My family, this guy pissed me off. He did something, he killed my friend or a family member.
Yeah.
Yeah, we always helped each other out, stuff like that,
Huh. What? So the stuff between family members, that was all. Somebody lied to somebody, or dishonored.
Business dispute, you're
business
in
problems.
my territory, this belongs to me, and you shouldn't be involved. The deal I had with Gotti, we got involved in a flea market, believe it or not, which was big business in New York. I don't know if you remember in Brooklyn. Big business, right? So I had a guy in there, he was an accountant, and he had 2 partners. One of the partners was, he was a drug addict. He was selling drugs in the flea market. So a guy comes to me, he says, Mike, if you get rid of this guy for me, I'll give you a piece of the market. I said, okay. So we chased the guy out of the market. About a week later, I get a call from John. He's, Michael, that kid is with me. I said, John, how's he with you? He never mentioned your name. He's dealing drugs. You're not supposed to be doing that. We threw him out. No, he's with me. I know him a long time. He only made a mistake with the drugs. He's not really a drug addict. I said, okay. I just look at his arm, but anyway. So we have this whole big dispute over it. We had to sit down with the boss and everything. So what I said, look, I can never get along with John in business.
Huh.
I said, so I'm going to ask him to buy me out, knowing that John would never take that. I don't buy you. You don't buy me out. I buy you out. So at the end of the day.
Did he have a big ego?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he really did, Mike. I got to say it. I mean, look, I admired the guy. I'm not talking negative about him, but he had a big ego. Yeah.
Tell me what he used to say. Did he say, me, me, me?
Yeah, he was.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he was. But he was fun to be around, I mean, he was good that way. But so he ended up buying me out of the market, and he took it over, and they collapsed about 3 months later. But they probably took everything in the market and brought it home, who knows.
But it got a little sketchy for a minute.
Yeah.
Huh.
But again, it was never like.
Did you ever meet Carlo Gambino?
I met him when I was a kid,
Yeah.
because Carlo died in 75, but I
76,
met him with my dad, yeah, 76, somewhere around there, but yeah.
Well, from
Very
the
quiet.
outside in, it can feel like every moment is a life and death moment.
Yeah,
in the
man, you
mob.
never know.
Is it that way?
Life
Does it
is in
feel
the
that way
balance.
when you're in it, or are you just accustomed to the stakes, so you don't think about it that way?
Well, you do at times, you look, you always have to be a little bit on edge. I don't know if that's the right word. You got to be on your guard always, because if you make a mistake, especially if guys are gunning for you, like I said, I'm a younger guy, I'm making all of this money. Like my boss kept wanting me to introduce my guy Larry to him, the guy I was partners with, and I would refuse. I said, look, I don't know if this guy's going to stand up. If I bring him around everybody and he goes bad, I'm going to be in trouble for it. So I said, I'll keep him with me. And that was a good excuse, so they could never meet him, because I know why they want to meet him.
They wanna shut you.
Yeah, at some point in time, they
They'll
take
pat
him
him
from
down,
me.
yeah.
They take him away from me. But so you always got to be watching yourself. You can't make a mistake, because you pay with your life. So you got to be very careful. And I'm that way even till now. I mean, I'm walking
You
down the
must have
street.
been nervous when one of them. Can I talk to you for a minute, please? That must have been a trip.
You don't want anybody
Can I
talking
talk to you for a minute, please, Mike? Yeah, that's some crazy shit. Never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Look, I had a good guy around me that I knew all my life, and he was involved he got involved in a case with the boss's son. It was a drug case. And so he came to me, and he said, Mike, they're going to kill me over this. I said, they ain't going to kill you. They're not going to. He said, no, you're going to make me take the weight, because the boss's son is not going to go down for this. I said, Tony, don't worry about it. I'm going to straighten it out. Before I could straighten it out, he ended up killing himself. That's how scared he was. That he was going to get killed. He blew his brains out in a phone booth. Wow. I was like stunned. So I mean, you got to be on your guard. You can't let your guard down.